Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, June 24, 13th variant and complete pure paper. So let's try to solve it. First question is to find the coefficients of x, coefficient of x square in this expansion. So how to do this one? So 2 minus 5x. And what is the basic formula? 10C0. Because, if 1 is involved there, so no need to write 1 because 1 to any power is 1. So don't waste time in writing 1. Just simply write like this: 10 to power 0, 3x to power 0, 10C1, 3x to power 1, 10C2, 3x to power 2, and that's it. No need of going further. Reason is very, very clear because we are looking for x to power 2. And let's see how we can complete the question. So 2 minus 5x. And inside this is a 1 in A1, 10 into 3x. So 10 10C2 is 45 into 9x to power 2. So this is so on, so forth, 2 minus 5x. And after that, 1 plus 30x. So this is a 405 x to power 2. So how to get the terms? So this multiply. So I think so easy. If 2 multiply with this, I'll get just writing a statement. Terms involving x square. Rather than I multiply each number, then each number, simply say that this multiply with the last this, we get 4, this we got 810, but x to power 2, and this x multiply with x, and negative 150 x to power 2. So I believe the point is very clear. And and 1 minute, let me check. Because 1 plus answer turns to be 660 x to power 2. But we're looking for the coefficient. So then what is coefficient means? Coefficient of x to power 2 is 660. So I hope so the concept is very clear. And let's go for next question. Question number 2 we have now. Diagram shows the curve, this equation of curve. Okay. And it is obvious, obviously, this is called amplitude. So how much it goes down and how much it goes up, this is called K. Even this is also K, and there's a K. Anyway, clear. And what the question is asking for is measure in radians, and the curve is x, A and B. So you can see this A and B. So our task is to find out the coordinates of A and B. So let's try to do it. First of all, what is the plan of action? This point of minimum, some student think that we have to go for differentiation. Yes, you can go, but this is in A2. We have a differentiation of sine and cos in grade 12, not in 11th grade. So it means that method, I'm just leaving it. And the second method, we have how to get this A coordinate. I can start from A because obviously along x-axis y always 0, y0 here, y0 here, y0 here, y0 here. So but when I put y is equal to 0, students, like this, and this k will go down 0 by k, so it becomes 0. I can show you like this even. Okay, now if I take a cos inverse, so x minus pi by 6 and take cos inverse of 0. But you must aware with this concept. Your calculator will not give you the right answers where cos is 0, cos 0 along y-axis. So cos is 0 along y-axis. Don't forget this criteria. And x-axis is a plus 0 along x-axis. So it means when I talk about this is a pi by 2. So cos pi by 2, you can check in calculator, give you 0. Cos pi by 2, pi by 2, pi by 2. So 3 pi by 2 is also 0. So when I take cos inverse of 0, indirectly I'm asking which angles you get a 0. So I get it here, student, 2 angles. I can have a more even, but I will take 2 angles. And that is, first is a pi by 2. Second is 3 pi by 2. Okay, now, students, so this pi by 6 will come and add here, and it will add here. So I will get a 2 answers. So when it will add, okay, pi by 2 plus pi by 6 and 3 pi by 2 plus pi by 6. Now you are surprised to know why I'm finding 2 answers, okay? So that is important, interesting part. So this, if I check it, it is giving me, first let me check, 1 over 2 plus 1 over 6. Okay, this is giving us 2 pi by 3. Second answer, if I check it, it is giving me 5 pi by 3. So the first answer, first x-intercept is this, second intercept is this. So I'm writing both so you can understand. So this is a 2 pi by 3 and it's a 5 pi by 3. So I think A coordinates you understood very well. Same time, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Space is a problem. So I'm dragging here. Okay. So students, I can say easily that so A coordinates is this is representing this one I label as a C. So this representing C coordinate, X value, this representing AX coordinate. So A coordinate is confirmed. I am writing it now here, and that is a 5 pi by 3 comma 0. So I hope so the point is very clear because Y is 0 on A coordinate. Now, students, how to get a B coordinate? So students, I have a two planning. Either I can go for the next same angle like that, or I will find the gap between A and C. What is the gap between them? So it means 5 pi by 3 minus 2 pi by 3, 3 LCM, and I got a 5 pi by 3 minus 2 pi by 3, 3, I got a pi. It means this gap is pi gap. So what is this, student? If I ask you what is x coordinate of B coordinate, what is this x coordinate? So naturally, this in 5 pi by 3, if I'm looking for the x coordinate, so 5 pi by 3, if I add pi, and if I add pi by 2, I get it. How come? Focus again, 5 pi by 3, I have already, this gap is pi. And this full gap is pi. But what is this gap, students? So pi divided by 2. And I believe you got the point. And now I'm going to get a type in calculator. 5 divided by 3 plus 1 plus half. I'm getting 9 pi by 3. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. So x coordinate of this is 19 pi by 6. Sorry, wait a minute, let me check. Yes, not a 3, sorry. It is 6. Yeah, it is a 6. And typing is correctly, but I wrote wrong here. Okay, so 19 pi by 6 is the x coordinate. And what's the y coordinate? I said before, this K stands for amplitude. So it means this gap is not K, minus K, because I'm going down. And this gap is what? Positive K. I believe the point is very clear. So what is the B coordinates turn to be? So 19 pi by 6, comma, negative k. So I believe the point is very, very clear. This question was maybe a little bit difficult for students, but I believe you got away how I handle. Let's talk about this question. So here t involved, I find exact value of t. Here t involved, but here and another part, there's no t involved, okay, and not even the other. So all are variables. So I bring this on the other end. It will become 3 sine inverse 3t is equal to pi minus 2 cos inverse root 2 by 2. And student, if you type simple, make sure calculator must be in radian mode. And if you type in calculator, root 2 divided by 2, so I'm getting is pi by 2. So this value is turned to be pi by 2, this whole thing you type in calculator. So then left hand side is done, no difference. This 3 will divide when it comes is multiplied with 2. We got a sine inverse 3t is equals to pi by 6. Okay, this is clear as well. Now sine will go there, inverse will go there, and it will become only sine. So sine pi by 6. If you take this one, so we're going to have, so 3t is equals to 1 over 2. And this 2 will go, 3 will go down. I get this my required answer. I hope so the concept is clear. Question number 3, we have a diagram shows a circle with the center C, and we have a radius R. R is very clear, and reflex angle that this is called more than 180. It is called reflex angle. You can see clearly, and the perimeter is 65 area given. So it means we have to make 2 equations. So let's start. So what is a perimeter technique? Radius, one time, radius, second time, and the arc length. And arc length, all of you know, the arc length formula is nothing hard. You know it very well. S is equals to R theta. So I have a R plus R plus R theta. So 3 things we have. I'm writing here R plus R plus R theta is equals to 65. R plus R is 2R, R theta. And if I take R common, I can take R common, all right? Or leave it here, equation number 1 done. And area part, what is the area? Area is 2 to 5. What is the area part inside? Is a formula is half R square theta. So I'm replacing half R square theta, area by 2 to 5. I have 2 options, make a theta subject or R subject. Many ways are there. 2 multiplies there. I get a R square theta is equal to 450. Okay, now I have 2 approaches. Either make a theta subject from here or there. I think if I make it here, no problem at all. 450 over R to power 2, equation number 1. And this I'm going to plug in it here. So put theta value from 1. So 2R as it is, R as it is. So 450 over R to power 2, 65. R will cancel power 2, 2R plus 450 over R equal to 65. So multiply into R throughout. Into R this, I got a 2. Or take LCM, both are okay. 2R to power 2, 450 is equals to 65R. Bring on left hand side. I got 2R to power 2, negative 65R and plus 450 is equals to 0. I have 2 choices, factorization or quadratic formula. I'm writing directly minimum this formula with the values you have to show to examiner to avoid any deduction of marks. B squared minus 4A into C divided by 2A. So this formula minimum. Okay. And I use my calculator for this. So A is 2, B is negative 65, and 450. My first answer is turned to be, which I'm getting here. So So first R value is 22.5 and second R value is 10. Okay. So we got two values. Okay. And all right. Radius is 22.5 and 10. And what he was asking values of R. And okay. So game is not finished. We have to go for theta as well. So how to get theta? So obviously, I will plug in both values one by one in equation number one. So if R is equals to 10 and if R is equal to 22.5, when I plug in it here, 10, so it is giving me 450 divided by 10 square. It is giving me 4.5. So theta is becoming 4.5. And if I plug in 450 divided by 22.5 square, 22.5 square, I'm going to plug in this here. So what happens, student? I'm getting here, the other answers turn to be 8 by 9. So these pairs we are looking for. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I hope so. The point is very clear. So let's go for next part, area of the triangle ACB. Which ACB triangle, if you look at here, if it joins straight, ACB, this triangle area he is asking for. Thing is that, what is this angle? Okay, so here we have to use which formula, which angle we can use it. So 8.4.5, and make sure what is the 2 pi, what is the 2 pi basically? 2 pi basically is equals to 6.28. So 2 pi. So if you look at carefully, we have a yeah, reflex angle we have to use. So if I take it 0 point, because theta is reflex angle naturally, and 8.9, 8 by 9 is what? 6 point, because if I use, I have two possible values, reflex angle. So which reflex angle I have to use here? Because if I take it this number, this is not reflex angle. Okay, this is not reflex angle. Logic is very clear. This angle is because this, look at here, reflex angle means more than 180 degree, more than 180 degree or more than pi. So this is not more than pi. This is a more than pi only. So this is a more than pi. So it means this is a pair. We got our required answer. Okay. And now, so you have to ignore this pair. You have to ignore this pair. So this is our required answer. Now, so let's go for, I think you all got a point, because if you type this in calculator, it gives you 0 point something, which is not more than pi, less than pi. So that is why not possible. Now, what is this radius? Radius angle we're looking for. So this triangle diagram, I'm going to make it here. Radius, radius, and radius is, I will use two possibilities I have. So naturally, with a 10, I will use that one. So 4.5, I will use, I will ignore the other one. And this angle is, what is theta angle we use here? 2 pi minus 4.5. So 2 pi minus 4.5. So this turned to be 1.7832. So I use this one, and if I use this one, what is the triangle area formula? Half into A into B into sine theta. A is 4.5, B is, just a minute, sorry, is a radius 10, sorry for that, 10, 10. Radius is a 10, not that. That is the angle actually. So radius is 10 and 10. So 10 into 10 into sine 1.7832. So if I take it into 50, so I get here 48.897, and as you know 3SF, so it becomes 48.9 centimeters. Let me check centimeters. Yeah, centimeters square. So we got the area finally. So that's it. Let's go for next question. Question number 4 we have. So show this equation can be written in this form. So how we can do it? So cos theta in the bracket tan. What is tan? Sine theta over cos theta. And minus 5 cos theta. So don't take a risk. First of all, I have two choices. It's not a wrong. Take LCM or cos theta multiply inside with this and with this. When it multiplies with this cancel out. 7 sine theta and minus 5 cos square theta is equal to 1. Reorder, basically I'm looking for sine square. So this cos square not required. So I'm replacing it with this. Basically we know sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So this formula is available already with us. So if I bring sine square on the other end becomes 1 minus sine square theta. This is done. And 1 I will bring as well. So 7 sine theta minus 5 plus 5 sine square theta minus 1 is equals to 0. So then finally I can say I got as 5 sine square theta plus 7 sine theta. Okay. And minus 6 is equals to 0. He said we found integers, is very important thing. A, B, C integers to be found. So if you leave it here, you will definitely lose 1 mark. And to avoid that deduction, you have to mention what is A, what is B, and what is C. So A value is 5. You can see this A value. And B value is 7. And C value is minus 6. And one more thing, if you write all opposite sign, here negative 5, here negative 7, here positive 6, that also correct. No problem at all. Now, student, so hence means it's a connectivity with the previous part. Check it, is the whole equation same like the top one. Only difference, each theta replaced by double x. So what I will do, students, I will take first this equation, copy, I paste, have two choices. Choice number 1, if I replace the current the same time, this each theta replaced by 2x. Or second choice, which I think is the best, I will find theta first of all. So find theta. How to find theta? 5, 6 are 30. So 30 and 10, 3 are 30. So 10, 3 are 30. So factorization, I think, is possible. So 10, 3 are 30. 10, 3 are 30. You can replace by saying that sine theta equal to k. There's also option available, but I'm not choosing that option. I'm saving my time. I take common out. I have taken, so this has become 2, and I take it if 3 common. You can see you should learn the second method also. One method is, you know it, but this method you have to learn as well. So you see, I'm doing factorization without converting anything. So one time this equal to 0, so sine theta plus 2 is equal to 0, and 5 sine theta minus 3 is equals to 0. So sine theta is equals to negative 2, and sine theta is equals to 3 over 5. And naturally, this no solution will come because highest, because all of you, sine remains in the limit of 1 and minus 1. Above, no solution, and below, no solution. That is why it will not give you any solution. When come talk about this other one, so now what I'm going to do now here. So sine theta is equals to 3 upon 5. I will take and sign positive in this quadrant and this quadrant. So theta, basic principal angle, I get it sine inverse 3 over 5. And make sure it's in degree mode. So convert your calculators in degree mode. Make sure, because previously we have done our questions in radian mode. So this is very, very important. So principal angle I'm getting here is 36.869. And it means this is 36.869. And this also 636.869. Okay, so I'm getting 180 minus 36 point. Okay, this is a principal angle. I'm leaving it here. Now, students, what to do? So I got a theta value is two choices. One is 36.869, and second I'm getting here 180 minus. So 180 minus, if I subtract, I get a 143.13. Now, students, I will replace this theta with a 2x. So as I got a two values, look at students, I'm writing here. As I said before, two options you have. So replace here and replace here. So 36.869 and 143.13. This two will divide. When I divide by two, I get from here 71.6 degree. All right. And if other one, if I divide by 2, I get x is equal to 18.4 degree. So I hope so. The point is very clear and the question is completely over. And make sure you can do two choices, 2x replace in the starting stage, or better is that end stage. In this way, no burden on you. You can carry on easily. So the question is over. Question number 5, we have equation of curve given here. Y is equals to 2x to power 2 negative 1 over 2x plus 3. But if I need differentiation, I have to bring, some student try to bring both up. Impossible. Okay, if I bring this way, it will create problem. Not wrong, correct. But best idea is what? Keep the constant there and only x will go up. So he's asking stationary coordinates. So we will go for differentiation, and 2 comes down, power 1 less, negative half copy, negative 1 comes down, power 1 less, and 3 becomes 0. I will go for derivative 0, and first I simplify and bring it down. Okay, then how to do it? I'll bring 4x on the other end, cross multiply. I bring x cubed there and negative 1 over 8. I bring 4 this side, x on the other end. So I'll get this kind of thing. And you know, afterwards, if you simply take the cube root, I will take it, I get what, students? Negative 1 over 2. This question is done? No, not at all. We have to go for y value. And how to get y value? Plug in this x value in the top equation. Cancel out. And if I check it in calculator, this is becoming 4. So this becomes with us finally 9 over 2. So coordinates turn to be negative half and 9 over 2 stationary coordinate. So it means the curve is turning the side. Okay, determine the nature. Can I go for nature directly? So I think I should go from again from here. So I will reshape. So first derivative, I have to bring again constant, keep it down, and x becomes up. So this value I'm bringing up. So let's see what happens then, students. So now again derivative. So second derivative d2y over dx2. 4 become 4x become 4. So here negative 2 power become 1 less. So I got a 4 minus 1 over x2 power 3. I'm going to plug in this x value in this. And when I plug in that, what happens, students? So let's see, second derivative value, sign is matter. 4 negative 1 over negative 1 over 2 power 3. So it turns to be 8. 8 goes there, negative, negative, positive. And finally, it is coming positive answer. So positive means point of minimum. So I hope so. There's a point of minimum or minimum point. Okay, so that's it. And let's go for the last part. And pause for the positive values of x. It means we are going from more than 0. More than 0. Okay, it means we have a number line. We talk about this, a negative and positive. So we are going from 0 onwards. Okay, let's see what happens. For whenever we increasing or decreasing, what is the question asking? Whether the curve is increasing, decreasing, or neither. So what is the way to do it? Students, I just show you, if we have this kind of curve, let's say, So this is, or just I go for point of minima. No problem, both are okay. The point of minima, let's say. If I draw a tangent here, is a positive gradient. If I draw a tangent here, negative gradient. So positive means it is increasing and negative means it is decreasing. Okay, so it means if you got a derivative value is more than 0, positive is called increasing function. And if you get a negative, this is called decreasing function. So let's try to solve it. So first of all, I have a derivative already. I will take this and bring it down. So copy and paste. Okay. And student, I will bring this x squared in denominator. 1 over 2x to power 2. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. So I have the first derivative already available. We have to just do some observation here. And what is that? You see that if I plug in any x value, positive here, because we are not putting negative number. If put positive numbers, which is simple, write a statement. Just write a statement as for any value of x which is more than 0. So positive. So derivative is positive. Derivative is positive. Okay. So function is increasing. So we can say that function is, he talk about function. So function is increasing. This much statement enough, and no need to show the numbers. Like a plug in here 1 and 1. No need to show how many numbers you can put it here. So anyway, just a simple statement enough. So that's it. I hope so the concept is clear. And let's go for next question. Question number 6, we have curve passes through this point and we have given derivative. And all of you familiar, whenever we differentiate, we get a dy over dx. Differentiate. And if we want to go backwards, I will integrate. So we are currently on dy over dx, and he asking equation of curve. So what to do? Can we integrate directly? No, I have to bring the denominator in the numerator. Now I'm ready to integrate. And you know, when I integrate dy, I get a y directly. So y is equals to integral sign. Negative 20 you keep inside or you are outside, no problem at all. Dx. And what is the rule of integration? Increase the power by 1. I mean, increase means add 1. So minus 1 divided by same into this 5 come from where? Which most students miss is the base derivative. So derivative of this bracket value is 5, which comes here. And plus c. As a teacher, I observe many students miss this 5. Be careful. And this 5 4s are 20 and negative into negative positive. And I bring this whole down. So 5x minus 3 to power. This negative 1 goes down. Plus 1 power you write or don't write, no problem. Now I'm going to plug in x value 4 upon 5 and y value negative 3. I got it from here. So negative 3 equal to 4 over 5 times 2, 4 over 5 and minus 3 and plus c. 5 cancel. I got is 1. So this 4 left. So 4 goes there and I got I got negative 7. So I hope so this part is very clear and c becomes minus 7. And finally, I'm writing an answer here. So c minus plug in back in equation. So 4 over 5x minus 3 minus 7. This is my final equation of curve. And now, next part. He's saying the curve is transformed. It means this curve is transformed. So it means I need it here. So if I need it here, I'll copy and I paste here. Okay. According to demand of question, he's saying here, transform by stretching x-axis. Okay. And and with a scale factor half. And let me tell you, if I have this kind of bracket, an x inside, if stretched parallel to y-axis, so this half will come outside without any change. But if it's parallel to x-axis, so take a reciprocal of this. So 1 by 2 will becomes 2 by 1, and this you will replace by x. I mean to say, then you write 2x. So this is a y-axis stretching and this x-axis stretching. So y-axis we never change, okay, and x-axis we flipped, and x multiply with that number and replace. I hope so, got a point clear. So first of all, he said stretch parallel to x-axis, give it half. So job number 1. So we're going to replace this x with a 2x. And for your knowledge, what is said, okay, everything remains same. So this is done. Job number 1 done. Now, if you look at carefully, it becomes y is equals to 4 over 5 2s are 10x and minus 3 plus 7. He said followed by translation. And you know it very well, 210. 210 means 2 right side and 10 upwards. Basically, in translation, about y-axis remains same sign. If going upwards, we write plus a. If going downwards, we write minus a. This is not a problem here, okay? But along x-axis, if you want to go rightwards, we have to write minus a. If we go left side, it must write plus a. So, because this 10 will come outside, this is a number, so I'm writing directly here negative 7 and plus 10 because 10 units upwards. But interestingly, so in the bracket here, I will write x minus 2. You ask why x minus 2? Because we are going 2 units right side. So I'll plug in here with the x. I'll just subtract 2 units. I hope so. This is a most important point. Okay, 10 into x, we got a 10x, 10 2s are 20, and negative 3 and plus 3. And finally, we got 4 over 10x and negative 23 and plus 3. And this is our final answer. So I hope so. The concept is very clear. And let's go for next question. Next question we have is number 7. And next question, the first term of arithmetic progression is 1.5. So I'm writing AP, make sure 1.5. Sum of the first 10 terms. So sum of the first 10 term is 127.5. We need to find common ratio. What is the formula? Basically, we use for sum of AP, that is the n divided by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. I replace every n by 10 because very logical. Okay, S10. So I replace every 10. Okay, A is 1.5. And if I replace 1 by 1.5, and this n is again 10, and common difference I want to find. S10 replaced by 127. This is a 5. 5 will go down and divide, will become this format. And here I get a 3 plus 9d. And now, student, what to do? This will subtract after 9 will divide as well. So 127.5 divided by 5 and minus 3. I'm getting 9d is equals to 22.5. And if I divide by this one, I get a 2.5 common difference. I believe algebra is the main thing. Find some of all the terms of the arithmetic progression which have values between this and this. So it's a 5-mark question. In some of the all terms, arithmetic progression with values between 25 and 100. So first of all, we are planning to do what is a way to do the question. So we have to find out the number of, because between as values, because these are values, not term numbers. and we are looking for the term number, because he said find the all terms at my question which values are 25 and 100. So one time I write a formula in a plus n minus 1 into d. I will use this formula 2 times. Okay, so have a look here. First of all, this Tn is value is 25. So I'm replacing here 25. And first term is 1.5 and n minus 1 into d. Okay, the common difference 2.5. So now if I solve it to 2.5, 25, sorry, 25 minus 1.5 divided by 2.5, I get it here. I get it n minus 1 equals to 9.4. And if I add 1, it becomes 10.4. Now, problem is only coming with us. So how we will, which we will term we will take it, that will decide a little later. So first of all, we'll try to find out the second term number. So I just, as usual, I will plug in 100 in the place of Tn. So 100 is equal to first term is 1.5. Term number I don't know. And common difference 2.5. So this will subtract and this will divide. And I do together 100 minus 1.5 and divide by 2.5. And I get it here, n minus 1 equal to 39.4. So n becomes 49.4. 40.4, sorry. Okay. Now, interesting part, what we have here, because we have to find out the sum of the all terms. First of all, let's try to give an idea. This is a 10.4. And basically, before we have a 10, here we have an 11 term. Then we have a 12 term. Then continue. Okay. And I show this here. So let's say same, we have a, this is a 41 term, this is a 40 term, and 40.4 is coming in the middle. And here we have a 39 onwards. So we have this number and we have this number. So how to handle this? Because he said that find out the term sum of the all terms between these numbers. So we have to take from here, because we are taking this number. Now question comes here, we take 11 or 10. There's a very interesting. Okay, so if I look at here, because this is some differences here we have it, okay, which can be covered. So I will take, if I take a 40 from here and 11 from here, okay, so then we will get a difference here. So that's to avoid this difference. So what we do, because the correct value will take it now here, because first of all, I tell you, 100, because this number is not completely divisible by that. Okay. Okay, if I go slightly back, because this number is not exactly number. So you can see this, if I take slightly back, like a not 100, 99 number. So 99, if we try it here, which give us our 99 minus 1.5 and divide by 2.5, which has given 39. So if I try here 99 number, so which is giving us a whole number, and that is a 40. So it means we should not try here 100. Okay, we should try here 99. I think point is very clear. And if I try 99, so this turned to be 39. And we got exactly 40. So I hope so you got this point. This logic is very clear to you. Okay, whereas the other number, if we check it here, which number we should try it here, which give us between, okay? So if we check it here, students, if I try here, first I try 100 here, so 99, sorry. Here, if I try here, correct value, take a 30, 25 number is not helping us, okay? So if I take 26.5, or if I take 26.5, wait a minute, please, 1.5, subtract, divided by 2.5, yes, and I get it here. I get it here, okay. 11 terms. Okay, so so it means this first set of numbers we are getting here, and if I check it with the right 10 and 40. So to cover up this problem here, so we have to go slightly back and cover up 10, because with 11, if I take this number, if I take 26.5, which is slightly bigger than that, 26.5. So you see it is giving us 26.5, and from 26.5 minus 1.5 and divided by 2.5, we are getting here 10, and we are getting here 11. So this is a problem. We in this way we cannot we will skip some values. Okay, so that is why, to avoid this problem, we try some number back. Okay, and 1 minute please. 30 minus 1.5 divided 2.5, and okay. So students, with this, we will not get our answer if we try here 24, because 24, and with 24, if I subtract 1.5, I get it 22.5 divided by 2.5, I get 9 here, and I get a 10. So actually, basically, we are, because we are shifting the whole line. I just tell you logic. This actually, first it was here. First it was here. So basically, we are dragging this line slightly back. Okay, and that is why it was 10.4. And if I erase this, actually it is 10.4. And when we drag this whole line, it's shifting on 40 and 10. So that is why we take 40 and 10. There's a logic behind it. Okay. And if this is okay, so now I'll find sum of the 10 terms and sum of the 40 terms. So what is the basic formula? N divided by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So n divided by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. I replace every n by 10. So 10, and a is 1.5. And here 10 minus 1, and d is 2.5. Here same, 40 by 2, and 2 times 2, 1.5 plus 40 minus 1 into 2.5. Okay, if I find S10, so S10 we are getting 5 into 3 plus 9 times 2.5. And we are getting it here. We are getting here, wait a minute, 127.5. And what is S40? So 20 times 2, 3 plus 39 times 2, 2.5. And it turns to be 2010. And if I subtract this one, so we got answer here. Check in calculator. It is coming 1882.5. I hope so. The point is very clear. So this is a basic the concept, and I hope so the concept is clear. Let's go for next. Question number 8. If the circle is given this, meet y-axis at AB. Okay, but before, best idea, whenever circles question comes, students never try directly without sketch. But sketching need two things: what? Center of circle and the radius. If we don't have, we can't solve it. So let's start. First of all, how to get center of circle and radius? X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Compare this equation with above one. Okay, when I compare, so x coefficient 2g, x coefficient -6, they are equals to each other. y coefficient 2f and this 2 are equals to each other. And the c is becoming negative 15. Make sure negative must be there. So, g becomes from here negative 3. F come from here 1. And center is naturally, the rule negative g and negative f is basically center. So it means I get 3 and negative 1. Now, how to get a radius? Formula of the radius is very clear. Root of f square plus g square minus c. F square is 1 to power 1, and this is a 9, and this negative plus 15. I got a distance 20, 25, and 5 is a radius. So I believe this part is very clear, though he's not asking for radius, but just important to do it. So let's start. So first of all, I draw a circle, and center of circle is let's say here, and this is 3, negative 1. It means 100% confirm that this is a 5. This is a 5. This is a 5 for sure. How on a radius 5, and this is a 5 as well. It's a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it means this line x-axis will go somewhere from here. So I'm going to draw a rough line. This is a x-axis. Okay. And this 3 means 1, 2, 3. So this is approximately y-axis. Okay, this is clear. Okay. Now, students, he said that this circle cut the y-axis at A and B. So this is 100% A, and this is for sure B. All right. How to get these coordinates in simple equation? How to get A and B coordinates? So I will put x is equals to 0 in equation here. So when I plug in x0 here and here, what happens? What left behind? Y square left behind, plus 2y minus 15 equals to 0. So 15, 5 3s are 15. So I'm getting 5 common, 5 plus this 5y common. And I got a y plus 5y minus 3. I got two answers, negative 3 and 5. Understood the A coordinate is this one and B coordinate is this one. So I can say 5, you have x0, y5. And B coordinate is x0, y minus 3. And this diagram is, okay, I have to drag slightly back now. And I'm going to draw two tangents. So have a look, students. Two tangents, I'm going to make it. And second tangent, I'm going to make it. Okay, and I drag this. And you just see that this number is coming approximately here, okay? Is a rule we have. So most probably the x coordinate is coming, y coordinate is coming -1 when I will find a point of intersection of the both points. So he said they meet, the both tangents meet at P. So find the P coordinate. So what is the technique to do it? So first of all, I'm looking for the A coordinates is with B is 0, 5, and B coordinates 0, -3. And I'm going to show you this blue color lines. This is radius 1, and this radius 2. Okay, and this is understood that, look at how I'm going to show you now. First of all, tangent 1, and then I'll go for tangent 2, and then I will solve them simultaneously. How to get tangent 1? Do you know, student? This is a 90 degree for sure. This is a 90 degree. So I will find first gradient of radius, and then I do it. So gradient of the radius 1 is y2 minus y1. So slight difference here. This is actually -5, and I have to do a small change. So this is a clear now. So it means the coordinates I have to change. Okay. And now it means this is a -5 and this is a +3. So +3 means A coordinate is +3 and B coordinates is -5. So -5. Even looks like it's a small difference, a bigger distance. Okay. Anyway, so let's try to do it. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm getting here, this is a -1 and +5, 4/3. So 4/3 grade of R1, and it is this tangent is a y-intercept -5. So I can say equation is y is equal to mx plus c, and c is -5 for sure. This is equation number 1 tangent. And let's go for second one. So grade of the R2, so y2 minus y1, it is understood, but okay, anyway, I'll find it. Okay, and I got it -4/3. -4/3, and equation is what? It is cutting this line intersecting, sorry, this, and sorry for that, I think did one mistake, because this is 4/3. But when we write this one, so -4/3, this is a negative. The logic is very clear, because when they're 90 degree, so it is a negative reciprocal. So I have to flip also. So 4/3 will become -3/4. And this -4/3 will become +3/4. Look at here. This is -4/3. So this becomes +3/4. And y-intercept is 3 for sure. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this part is clear. So be careful. Okay. All right, this is done. Now I will solve them simultaneously. I will put them equal, because y equal, I'm going to put them equals to each other. So y equals to y. So 3/4 times to x plus 3 equals to -3/4. Wait a minute, I did some mistake once again. Hold on. Okay, correct. No mistake. Okay. All right. So this comes here and 3 goes on other side. I get a -8 and 3/4x plus 3/4x. So I get a 3/2x -8. So when 8 into 2 divided by 3, okay, so it's coming with me 16/3. Let me check again. 16/3. So I think the point is very clear. And -16/3. All right. And when I plug in this x coordinate in any one equation, I think better to put an upper one. So I have a y value, -3/4 times 2, -16/3 and -5. This cancel. I got a +4 -5, and y coordinate become -1. So point of intersection is -16/3 and wait a minute, this is a plus. This is a -1. And wait a minute, this is a, I think 16. Wait a minute, please. This x must be negative. Yeah, both are negative, because this is a negative sign and y also negative. So both are negative, correct. So we got it. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I hope so you got a point. Let's go for next question. Question number next, equation of tangent to the curve at x equal to 3 is a task. Where's 3? 3 is this, so this point. So I'm going to take a scale and I'm going to show you this is a line he's talking about. I'll remove the scale, touch. It touches with that. So this point. So what is it looking for? We're looking for two things. Y minus y1 equals to m times 2x minus x1. Now he's saying that x is given 3, no doubt. But do we have a y? No. So plug in this 3 in the inside equation. So y is equals to 2 times 2, 3 to power 3 and plus 10 and square root of it. So 27 into 2, 54, plus 10, 64, and we get an 8. So x become 8. And now, students, so what is a way to do further? Because we got a y value clear 3, 8. So thing is that this is a done. This is okay, but this is missing. How to get this? Basically, when we have equation of curve given, we differentiate. And when we differentiate, we get a gradient. So dy over dx, half comes down, power whole half will go 1 less, -1/2 into base derivative. And this 10 has a 0, but this is 3 comes down and power 1 less. 6x to power 2, this is a thing, and I got it 3x to power 2 and divided by square root of 2x to power 3 plus 10. And if I plug in this 3 value back equation, I will get the gradient. At x is equal to 3, so gradient of tangent turns to be 3, and this one, and this. Okay, so what gradient of tangent I will get from here? If I replace in the numerator, I got 27, and down in denominator, I got 2 into 27 plus 10. So I got a 27 over 8. And which I plug in it here, I'll get okay, but he said convert in this format. So 27 by 8 is done. So 8 multiply here, 8y, 8, 8 is 64. And we have 227 multiply inside. I got an 81. So then, and this x is missing. Okay, 8y negative 64 equal to 27. Okay, do one thing. You have two choices. Either bring left or right, no problem at all. So, so if I bring all right inside, so first I'm writing x positive, then I'm writing y negative, or then this 64 come on this side, I got negative 17. So it means I got a 27x minus 8y minus 17 equal to 0. But students, if you write another way, you write x negative like this negative and y positive and this also positive, no problem at all. Both are correct answers. I believe the point is very clear, and let's go for the next part. Here, what is a concept here, students? He's asking shade a region shaded is enclosed by the curve and straight line x is equal to 1, x equal to 3, and y equal to 0. So sometimes students confused by the three things. Okay, I just tell you, for example, this is a curve, I have it. This is x is equals to 1. This is x is equals to 3. And equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. So actually, he talk about this area if you rotate about x-axis. Look at here. Find the volume if the solid obtained by the shaded area rotate about x-axis. So basically, what is the formula about the volume about x-axis? Pi outside x1, x2, y squared dx. I'm going to plug in all the values. Here 1, here 3, here dx, and here I will plug in the y. And I have to go back and I have to copy this. And when I copy this here, students, okay, and this is clear. Okay, so now students, this is not only because on the top we have a square, and this square will have cancel out, we get this. Ultimately, we get this kind of thing. Don't put bracket, okay? Some students think that bracket is there and they try to make it that one power and convert into two. No, bracket gone. And what is the way of integrating? Increase the power by 1. So this 3 become 4 over 4. And 10 becomes 10x. And 1 to 3. So I'm going to plug in the upper limit and minus lower limit. So first, this is a 2. So 3 to the power 4 by 2. And 10 times 2, 3. Upper limit done. Minus. So 1 over 2 plus 10. Try to solve it. So 3 to the power 4 divided by 2 and plus 30. Giving us 141 over 2 and 10 to 20, 21 over 2. And 141 over 2 minus 21 over 2, and we got a 60 and pi remain outside. So volume we get it here for 60 pi unit cube. And I hope so the point is very clear. Question number 10, we have a geometric progression. A1, A2, A3 has first term is 2. Okay. Common ratios R, but R is bigger than 0. And given this data, so let's try to write it. Data is given by him 9 over 2 times 2A5 plus 7A3 equals to 8. Don't confuse students. Some teachers write T1, T2, T3. Some in books, they write 1, A1, A2, A3. So not a big difference. They are same. So first of all, I'm going to do what? I'm writing, okay, I use same as his, or I write a different way. T n is equals to a r to power n minus 1. So this formula we are using 2 times. One time I plug in n5 and one time I plug in n3. Logic is very clear, 5 and 3. So when I plug in 5, I get T5. A value is 2. So 2 times 2. R value I don't know. And here 5 minus 1. T5, okay, I'm just, T5, I'm just leaving it as it is, okay. And I replace later on there. T3 and 3 minus 1, we got a 3 minus 1 R to power. So this value I'm going to replace here. This value I'm going to replace here. Let me check. Sorry, this is a 2. This is a 2. So when I plug in 1, so put in 1. So 9 over 2 times 2, R to power 4 because 5 minus 1. And plus 7 times 2, R to power 2 equal to 8. These 2 cancel. 9 R to power 4, 7 2s are 14, R to power 2, and negative 8 equals to 0. So minimum student, now student, we have 2 choices. Let R to power 2 equal to K. So this become K square is K. Choice number 1. Choice number 2, you can do directly also. How directly? So apply here quadratic formula, but write here R2. Okay. And quadratic formula, obviously you know it. Not R2, R square, sorry. I want to write R square. This R square, I'm writing it here. So negative B plus and minus b square minus 4ac. As a teacher, I suggest you minimum this one step you must show to examiner. And afterwards, you write directly answers, no problem at all. Okay, by using your calculator. Okay, so I am just writing it in typing in calculator. 4 into 9 into -8 by 18, and I get it here, r to power 2 equal to 4 over 9, one answer. And second answer, if I go for negative number, what I get? I'm getting -2. And then naturally, if I take a root of negative is called math, undefined math error. So I'm leaving it here. So I've got r to power 2 4 over 9, take a root of both sides, plus and minus 2 over 3. But as he said, r is more than 0, positive. So I must take 2 by 3, positive. Negative, I will not take. Now, sum of the first 20 terms, as we know, a is 2, common ratio 2 by 3. And sum, and this is a less than 1. Sorry, this is a less than 1. So I'm using the formula as n a, because less than 1 minus r to power n over 1 minus r. So a is 2 and 1 minus 2 over 3 to power 20 over 1 minus 2 over 3. And I'm going to plug in the calculator and get the answer. 1 minus 2 over 3 power 20 and 1 minus 2 over 3. And I'm getting 5.99819. And according to plan, he said 4 SF. I don't want. So 4.998 is our answer of S20. And I hope so. The point is very clear. And now let's go for next part of question. Make sure A is 2 and common ratio I got 2 by 3. Let me check. 2 by 3. Correct. He is asking same. T2 is mean T2, T5, and T8. And we need to find sum of infinity. So I will write same Tn is equal to A r to power n minus 1. And this formula I am copying 3 times. Though I can do easily, but without this formula even, when I plug in 2 here, A is 2, R is 2 by 3, and 2 minus is 1, so 4 over 3. And if I use the second one, so I'm plugging here 5, T5. 2 over 3, and I got a 5 minus 1. So I'm getting this value 32 over 81. Last number, T, I replace N8. So 2 times 2 over 3, 8 minus 1. If I type in calculator, I'm getting here 2 and 2 over 81, 7 minus 7, 256 over 2187. But according to situation, this is just like behaving a sequence. Okay. So what is first term in this sequence? 4 over 3. What is the common ratio? Second term, keep it up. Divided by first term, keep it down. And our value we are getting in this situation is 8 over 27. Okay. And what is some infinity formula, students? A over 1 minus R. A is 4 over 3 and 1 minus 8 over 27. And sum of infinity I'm getting is here 39 over 16. I believe you got a point. Very clear. Yes, student, this is a one mistake here. This is a 19 and this is a 36. So 36 over 19. So let's go for next question. Question number 11 we have here. He said completing square, find the range where x belongs to a real number. First of all, what I will do, students, I will write in order the negative x square plus 6x plus 10. Step number 1, you must take here, you must need here plus 1. And when I take a negative common from these two, this will convert sign, this will convert. Okay. After this, next step. What is half of this number? 3. So take square of this number. And that number add and subtract. One time add and one time subtract. But make sure power 2's. And this I got x minus 3 whole square and negative 9 comes from here. Negative 1 multiplies here and multiply with that. And I get here plus 9. And finally, I get here 19. So just write this form, or you write this other form. No problem at all. And what is in range? For that range, I must go for first a small sketch, a rough sketch. Because this outside negative sign, because I taught many times, I repeat, when x square coefficient is positive is a point of minima, when negative is a point of maxima. So do this negative sign, negative, 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 I will go at point of maxima. How to get the point of maximum coordinates? So this I will plug in equal to 0, and I get a 3. So 3, and the number outside is a y coordinate. Logic, if we plug in 3 here, 3 minus 3 is 0, 19 minus 0 is 19. And y value start from 19 and going down. So what is the range? So this is a range. So start from 19 and going down is a range. So let's go for next part. We have given here G, and the domain is belongs to real number. And what is the graph? This, if you look at carefully, f of x, put in G inverse of x. So he's saying this graph of this curve meets this curve at single point. So this comes, in the sense of a curve and a tangent, because a common point, single point. So we will apply b squared minus 4ac equal to first condition we have. But first of all, question comes, do we have this curve equation? No, we have to find it. How to find it? So f function going in G inverse. Do we have a G inverse? No, first find G inverse. And G inverse. So G of x is basically 4x plus k, y 4x plus k. This is okay. This is okay. I'm going to make x subject. So it means I got x is equals to y minus k over 4. This is interchange. X become y and y becomes x. And this is G inverse. So 6-mark question, and we have okay, done. So what is now next planning? Put function of f in G inverse. So, but first of all, I will take function of e. I can take completing square, or I can take the other one. Let me check which is suitable for us. Both problem, no problem. Both are okay, but I will take this equation. I will take this part. Okay. So I'm writing it now here. And this is f of x. So basically, students, what I'm going to do, first I'm writing G inverse and how many X is available. I repeat again, students, how many X is available. And this will come left side and this will go right side. So I'm writing here f of x. I'm writing here negative x squared plus x and plus 10. This is you can say I got this function. Okay. Second, g of x we have already here. So what is the step number one for solving this kind of situation? Y is equal to y, get ABC values, and apply b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. This is our planning. So step number one, this is called y, this is called y. So I mean, put them equals to each other. So I'm going to write now here, this is job is over. So I'm writing 4x plus k is equals to negative x squared plus 6x plus 10 minus k over 4. Okay, students, what is the next plan? 4 multiplies there, 16x plus 4k is equals to negative x squared plus 6x plus 10 minus k. Bring all left-hand side. This is done. When it comes from here, I get a plus 10x, and then I got a negative 10, and this comes here, become plus 5k. So this is over and equals to 0. Now, what is A, students? I can tell you 1. B is 10. C is what? Negative 10 plus 5k. Because this completely C value. Okay. As we know, B squared minus 4ac equal to 0. Apply the formula. B is 10. And for A is 1. And C is negative 10 plus 5k. I got 100 here, and plus 40 and negative 20k. 20k is equals to 140, and k becomes 7. But what question he is asking? He's not asking for k values. He's asking, give me the coordinates of p. How to do it? So we have if I plug in k value here and here, then again, ultimately, I have to put them equal to each other for point of intersection. Why we can't put it directly, this k value here only? That's it. So when I plug in it there, I get x squared plus 10x, negative 10. When I have 7 5s are 35. An equation, I get it x squared plus 10x and plus 25. So this equation I will copy from here and I paste here, and it will give me the answers. So factorization, 5s are 25. X common, I get this, 5 common. You can go for quadratic formula even, no problem at all. I got negative 5 2 times, so y write 2 times, no need. And I'm looking for the y coordinate. That y coordinate you plug in either here or either here. The upper is okay, k7 and this one. So 4x plus k. So 4 times 2, negative 5, and k is 7. So negative 20 and negative 13. So this is a y coordinate. So we got a point of intersection, which P is asking for negative 5 and negative 13. And let me check, he is asking for P coordinates. Yeah, coordinates of P. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. I hope so. The concept is very, very clear. And the question paper is over. And best of luck for coming exam. And I just one thing, those questions which done some mistakes, please reattempt after class is the best way of improvement. Reattempting is the best way to improvement. Okay. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.